Hello dear students, welcome back to the YouTube channel of NIRS of Classic Science. Dear students, in the previous class I was discussing about the activity number 2 regarding the evaporation process, wherein we have kept two plates. One is under the shade and in the house, and one is kept in the open sunlight, and we have to observe equal amount of water we have taken in both the plates, and we need to observe every 15 minutes in both of the plates, so that in order to find out points. What is that? So the water disappears from the plates. Okay, so from which plate does the water disappear first? That is the first question. So the plate which is kept in the under the sun gets disappeared faster and first. Okay, so from where does the water heat is supplied for this evaporation process? That is from sunlight. So what happens during the daytime is the sunlight falls on the water sources in oceans, rivers, lakes, and ponds. So even from the fields and other land areas. Okay, so they all receive the sunlight. So as a result of this heat from the sunlight, okay, water from these all sources, so they continuously the water changes, the liquid water changes into vapor form. So even the salts dissolved in the water, they are left behind, but the water is evaporated. Okay, so this is what the evaporation is. Due to the heat of the sunlight, the water gets disappeared, and it is evaporated in the form of vapor. So this is what we studied. So now let us continue in continuation of the activity number 2. Let me continue the remaining explanation now. Okay, so we find that water also disappeared from the plate which is kept in the shade. So we discussed in the first part the water which is disappeared or which is evaporated from the plate which is kept under the shade due to the heat of the sunlight. Okay, so let us come to the next plate. Okay, which is fine, the plate which is kept in the plate which is kept in the shade. From that also water got disappeared. Okay, how does it disappeared without the sunlight? Yes, though it could not have taken the more time. Okay, so though it could have taken more time, but still the water has disappeared or evaporated. So it might have taken the much time to for the evaporation or disappearance. Okay, so does the heat from the sunlight reach here? Never. Okay, yes or no, you have to answer here. So the heat from the sun directly cannot fall on this water plate which is kept under the shade, but does it reach that heat reach from the sunlight, reach that plate? Yes. So during the daytime what happens is all the air surrounding us gets heated up. See, this is very very important observation that you need to do here. So not only the things which are kept, which are just open to the sunlight, they get evaporated. The liquid water which is present in the sunlight, which is exposed to the sunlight, gets heated up and evaporated. So you in the during the daytime what happens is all the air which is surrounding in our atmosphere, in our surrounding, okay, it gets heated up. Even the air gets heated up, not only the water sources, even the air gets heated up. So this warm air provides the heat for evaporation of water in the shade. Okay, so remember dear students, this is very very important concept. Let me explain with some examples. See, so during the daytime the air also in our surroundings gets heated up. Okay, air also gets heated up. So due to this, the warm air provides the heat for evaporation. Because of this reason, the warm air also provides the heat for what? For evaporation of water in the shade. See, even the water which is kept in the shade also gets evaporated due to the warm air. See, not directly sunlight, heat from the sunlight makes the evaporation process. That is also right. But even the warm air which is gets heated up due to the sunlight, that also provides the heat for the evaporation of water in the shade. Okay, which is kept in the shade. So thus we must conclude that evaporation takes place from all the open surfaces of water. See, evaporation takes place from all the open surface of water. Okay, so as a result the water vapor gets continuously added to the air. That's why the water vapor continuously gets converted into vapor and added to the air in the atmosphere. Okay, in the atmosphere air, it is converted into vapor and added to the air which is present at the atmosphere. Okay, yes. So however, evaporation of water is a slow process. It's a very slow process. So you must not think that evaporation takes place in within 1 hour. Not like that. So evaporation of water is a very slow process. That is why we rarely notice its loss from a bucket full of water. See, So just you remember, you have kept a bucket full of water in under the sun. Okay, in the it is exposed to the sun. I mean, you have kept in front of your home, which is at open place. Okay, just in front of your home. It is not under the shade. So that is why you see, you keep a bucket of water. It may take around, see, in 1 hour only few mLs of water can be evaporated due to the heat of the sun. So if you keep from 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock, at that time I think 25% of the water can be evaporated. Why? Because so evaporation is a slow process. That is why we rarely notice its loss from a bucket full of water. Rarely we notice the loss of water from the bucket of full of water. Not only bucket full of water, which is any liquid which is kept in some containers. So in sunlight, evaporation takes place faster. Remember this. In sunlight, if any water source is kept in open sunlight, okay, so evaporation takes place faster. Okay, so on heating the water on a burner, its evaporation takes place even faster. See, if when you are heating the water, okay, on a cooker, on a any burner, okay, so gas burner or whatever burner, on heating from any burner, so its evaporation takes place very faster. Okay, so is there any process through which water vapor gets transferred into air? You have to think of that. Okay, so here one more example I'll give you. Okay, see, the clothes which are kept, okay, which are put on the wire, in which they get the sunlight, for those cloths they get evaporated faster, whereas the clothes which are put in the some place where the clothes are kept. Okay, but what happens here? See, you just make a note of it here. The clothes which are put for drying up, for the open sunlight, they get dried up faster. The clothes which are kept on the for the drying process, drying up under the shade, they also get evaporated faster, but they get dry up slow, because the air should get warm first, then that warm air makes those clothes dry up. Okay, so these clothes which are kept under the shade also get dry up, but very slow, whereas the clothes which are kept under directly, which are exposed to directly sunlight, they get dried up very fast. Okay, so I hope you have understood this concept, dear students, and let me explain the remaining concept of the lesson in the next class. Okay, just make a note of these concepts and try to note down the points of this lesson. Thank you and have a nice day.